Welcome back to the podcast, y'all, where self-improvement is the movement. Today, I got not one, but two special guests on. My guy Morgan Baldwin was the guy I was originally supposed to interview solely, but he brought his your brother along, Miller. So I'm going to have them two introduce themselves real quick. Guys, the floor is y'all's.
Oh, yeah, I'm Morgan Baldwin. I just graduated from ODY, Fort Worth, Texas. Finna go to college, so got a lot to talk about.
What's up with it, guys? My name is Miller Young. I'm going to Hardin the Simmons to run track. Yeah, we just tap in with your boy Jimmy, man.
Yes, sir. And first question I like asking my guests, how's y'all's mental health right now at this current moment?
Scale of 1, like 1 to 10?
Like just 1 to 10, and then kind of just explain how y'all feeling right now.
I give myself probably like a 9 out of 10. Everything in my life really happened for a reason. I'm not really just really worried about too much stuff. I really kind of know where I want to do and where I'm going, so I'll just stay present. Really just can't complain.
Yeah.
I would say 1 out of 10, probably like an 8. Kind of going back off what Morgan said, just everything happening for a reason. Just trying to line everything up before I go to college.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's what's up, bro. Love to see it, because I really like asking that, because you never know what someone's going through and whatnot. So I just want to make sure all the homies is straight and everything, because there's a lot of people like on the outside, everything's fine, everything's great, and then like you really don't know on the inside, like they going through like a whole bunch of other shit, So it's like, and I've been through experiences like that to where I didn't really know how a person was really, really feeling. And then something happened. I'm like, damn, like that shit really happened.
And they've been dealing with that the whole time.
Bro. Yeah, and they've been dealing with it the whole time. And then you feel bad for not knowing. So it's like, it's always good to ask your homies here and there, like, how's your mental health and shit.
Take up on people, facts.
Yeah. My guy Morgan, man, been asking me for months and months and months. Jimmy, get me on the podcast. Jimmy, you got to get me on the podcast. I was like, okay, bro, bet. We finally here, man. What made you want to even hop on the podcast in the first place, bro?
Nah, really just my bond. The bond we had, me and Jimmy always been cool. So we was like, man, I found out he doing podcasts, and I'm really deep in the podcast. Like, you guys, a lot of people around me that know me, know the true Morgan. Like, I'm really deep in the podcast. So, I just came over here to just really expand my knowledge, wealth of knowledge, learn from Jimmy.
Bro, honestly, I got to learn from you, because for the age you are now, and for guys, for y'all who do not know, Morgan right here, he's 18 years old, right? He's probably going to be the youngest person I ever have on my podcast, bro. And that's like saying something. I know this is only like the third guest I've had, but for him to be 18 and be on my podcast says a lot about him, bro. And I just want to say, bro, whatever you're doing, like, keep that shit up, because
I appreciate it, bro.
The reason why I wanted to bring you on here in the first place, because you're wise beyond your years. Like, I don't know if you hear that a lot or not, but truly, I really mean it, bro. Like, that the shit you be posting, the shit you be talking about, the shit we was just talking about on the way here, y'all, like, was like real shit. And the insight he gave was like really mature and really beyond his years. So I really want to say, bro, keep that shit going for sure. Bro. If your life was a book and you wanted people to read it, what would this chapter of your life be called, bro, right now? I kind of put you on the spot.
I say, what is like whenever the flower is like you put the seed in there and it's like the stem coming. I don't know if I was gonna say grooming, but grooming probably the wrong word. Like, you've been like planting all the soil, you been getting all the right, and you got the right seed, and then now it's just starting to like grow. It's bad to start. It's basically like that. Like, but if I had to put a title to it, it'll probably be probably untouchable. I'm basically, every move I do and everything I do and is basically dictating how I'm going to have my life. Mm-hmm. And the things I'm going and got lined up now, like, they're all made for me to go nowhere but, like, get to where I reach the person I want to be, to have my highest self. Nobody can get in the way of what I'm doing now, because I'm a young man and I be able to think for myself, create for myself. I don't really have to rely, in the steady years of your parents where, I got to rely on my mom to give me this information, that. Basically, you can go get your own information. And I'm able to do that now. And that's when I'm like, that's why I say it's really untouchable. All the people I have around me, and the connection I have with people. So it's really, that's why I say it's untouchable, really.
So you're really locked in on like who you are and what you're doing and where you're going, right?
Yeah, really locked in on that.
Yeah. And Miller, what about you, bro?
I would say, bro, lessons. because like just thinking about like how much stuff I could have did better
Mm-hmm.
back then, like it just taught me so much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really just trying to move forward and like on the right path and just really just focus on myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
So
I know what I want. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be able to like build off what I want and, you know, pass on to the next generation, bro. That's really what it's all about.
So you really in the process of rediscovering and learning and
Yes, sir.
things like
That's
that.
what yeah.
Yeah.
Investing in myself.
Okay.
Investing in myself.
Facts.
Yeah. Facts. Learning from the mistakes and everything. That's what it's all about, bro. I was at a point where I had to really learn a lot of lessons, and obviously you're always gonna learn lessons as life goes on, because something's gonna happen that you never know is gonna happen. But for me, I really had a big kind of like awakening, I guess, in 2020.
Okay.
It was right before COVID. I was like in a really bad place mentally. I was like depressed. You know, I had a relationship that was like, it went bad. I didn't know who I was. I couldn't find myself. I just started college, so like going through that, the struggles of that, feeling alone, like it was a whole bunch of shit that like kind of added up to it, right? And I was just in this state of just depression, I guess is the best word I can use, that I just stayed in it for so long, for months and months and months. I got so comfortable with it. But there was one day where I was just like, what the fuck am I crying about? I got to the point where I was like, okay, am I going to continue to feel sorry for myself, or I'm going to make a change in my life? And I was like, you know, if I keep going down this road, I'm not going to get to anything I want to get to in life. Yeah. But if I stop it here and start fresh and stop feeling sorry for myself, the sky's the limit. I had to really come to Jimmy moment with myself and be like, damn, like, this is it, like right here. Yeah. I was 19 at the time. That is what made me who I am today. And like, I'm always going to still grow from it, but that built the foundation for me. Yeah, and like, yeah, bro, I just like sharing that because it's real shit, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I had a similar thing to like 2020. Before like, 2019, like I was just going to my cousin, like Junior Roy house all the time. You know, hanging out with my cousins, going to the west side Fort Worth where I'm from. And I was just like out there, like I'm just out here, you know, not really learning nothing. You doing, you waking up, just going outside, doing this shit, like rinse and repeat.
Yeah. And
you look at it. So I was out there just one time sitting at the Holland store, and I was just sitting with my cousin Tay, and my cousin Jeroy, and I was like, man, I really want to just change. Like I want to change my life. I don't want to live like this. And that's when it was like, and that time I think it was like June 4th, 2019. And I was like, when I get back to my granny house, I'm gonna change my life forever. And that's when I went back to my granny house the next day. And since that day forward, I just changed everything. Like I cut off access with people. Yeah. I, you know, changed everything. I wanted to start eating right, change my mind. I wanted to get around people that know more than me. I don't want to be around people that only know a certain amount of things. Like I was thinking like, all right, man, how can I really turn my life around? Because I was at a bad depressed thing. My main focus with them was just, you know, growing and seeing another side of life. Stuff I was never taught. Like nobody in my family ever taught me about stocks. Never taught me about, you know, eating right, mental health and stuff like that. Is like all these key factors and important that people have, like successful people have. Yeah. And, you know, just main things like people actually go through. So it took me being, you know, the one that like I be at a young age, like taking that step like early, like, all right, man, I got to get this stuff in order because I don't want to be grown. I got to go through this again. Rather, you can be young, learn, and it won't really affect you as much as if you older, it'll really, you know, bite you in your ass. Yeah. So like, you know, I'm at a great point in my life. Everything I wrote down in my journals, everything I manifested for, I worked for, and now they all coming. Like they all coming. Like.
Go a little bit deeper into that turning point for you, bro, because I know we had a brief conversation a couple months ago about it, but I really want to save that for the pod.
Okay.
Go deeper into like when you're going to your cousin's house or whatever, and it's like the same shit every day, you know, and you're tired of living like that and all those things. Just go deeper into that and like the mindset and the things you went through during that time.
So man, me and my cousin Jerome, like we always been close. Like we always been them cousins. Like we just always go be the, you know, each other's house. But I usually was at his house more. So like we just go over there, like we'll play the game. You know, we kids, like we think we just got time. Yeah. So we just play the game, eat, you know, go to sleep, go probably to the hood, and that's whenever like you literally just do that like them 4 things you literally do: eat, sleep, wake up, play the game, and and then do it all over again.
Yeah.
You look at that like, damn, what are you getting done in your day? You're not getting shit done. Like, none of this stuff is helping you get towards, like, you know, what you want to be. And at the time, I was saying I wanted to be an NBA player, but I didn't even know. I never worked on my craft. Like, I was lazy, inconsistent. I didn't have proper things and proper habits that people have that be that's at that level. So I was like, man, I just had to figure this shit out. So that's whenever I told my granny, because at the time I wasn't living with my mom, I was living with my granny. So and me and my mom, you know, I used to take breaks to go live with my granny and my mom certain times. But if I would never specifically went to go live with my granny that time, I would have never been the person I am, because my granny is like a person I can really go to about anything. Like, she always go support whatever I'm doing. So I remember, like, when I went over there, I was like, man, granny, I want to change everything around. And this person I can talk to, like, when I'm in my low. So I was like, granny, I want to change everything around, from where I eat, what I'm listening to, what I'm doing, my habits and stuff like that. So that day forward, I started, you know, just journaling, meditating, look up spiritual videos, just how to tap into your higher self, because I know it's a version of me I haven't seen yet. And that's whenever just consistently doing that, not really caring. At the beginning, my family wasn't really supportive of it, because, you know, you only being taught one way, somebody else get out of it, try to change that way of the direction of family going. To man, shit hard, they always want to, you know, got things to say, but it's like,
damn, why is he doing this? Why are you doing
why are you eating this way? Why are you doing this? So, you know, I stayed the course. And now, you know, after I got, like, you know, I started getting results from it, and they started seeing the benefits that it was getting. Yeah. I was like, oh shit, like, Junior actually on it, like, shit, like, you know, I actually want to praise him, like, help him, just keep doing that. And I was having a lot of, at that time, my pops was locked up, so my pops was just really congratulating me, because, like, man, my pops, he ain't really have his father figure. He only knew the streets. Like, my dad was really, like, in the hood and stuff like that. So, like, just me being me, and who I came out to be, he was like, man, he always just, my dad to this day still just praised me. My mom was a big factor too. And everything just started flipping. Everything started rapping, and that's when everything started falling into place. That's whenever I was like, all right, bet, this is the life I wanted. This is the life I dreamed of, you know. So, and I still got more to come.
All right, quick, I want to pick it back up where you said, you know, doing the same thing, you know. And shout out to Smitty the GOAT, man. I heard this from a podcast once. He say, you can choose your hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's gonna
Facts.
be. It's kind of hard being broke. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing that over and over again, because that's like insanity. You know what I'm saying? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So it's like, you know, nowadays, like we was talking back when we was in the car, when the information age, anything we want to learn or want to know, it's right here in front of our faces, bro.
How old were you when all that started happening, bro?
15, man. I was 15.
Damn.
I was 15. It was a blessing in disguise. Like I was, like, willing to take on being that generational person that, like, changed the direction of, like, males in my family for life. I just really just gained confidence in myself. Like, when I started getting like this, I was like, man, really just, like, this will come with it. Like, whoever fall off, or you, like, you know, not messing with you no more, like, it's like what come with the stuff.
Yeah.
And then whatever you gain, like, it's gonna replace something that's, like, better. So, like, I just began, like, a lot of people just start coming in my life that really can have big impacts on my life. And that's whenever, you know, some people that have been in my life, that for my life, like, we probably don't even talk no more. Man, whenever it's like times like that, it's gonna show you who really down for you, and really, like, you know, supporting you on your growth and shit like that. So, like, it been through, like, a lot of trials and tribulations, like, with myself and some family members, and, like, you know, probably some friends, it's like that. But it's not nothing personal towards me, because I know where I'm trying to go.
Exactly.
You know, so, like, I'm always gonna be able to help you, but you not trying to help me, I'm gonna still go get the job done and stuff like that. So that's really how it was, and that's really how it been since I was, like, 15.
So when your spiritual journey really took off, what were, like, some of the main things you were improving in your life spiritually?
I was improving everything. I ain't gonna lie, like, my eating habits, my mental, my education, my willingness to take in information and knowledge, and go out and seek knowledge, and that rather than not let it come to me, like, and let it track, I go out there and research these topics that I never thought of. I research words, getting my vocabulary right, having my proper talking, like, you know, and all that stuff. So it really made a key factor. But main 3 things probably is, you know, my health, how I was feeling, my mental, and then, you know, just the great people I was really, like, I was really attracting, like, a lot of great stuff. Like, me and my mom used to go to rich neighborhoods. Every Sunday we used to make it mandatory to go to rich neighborhoods. And we used to go see $1 million houses, because that's the type of life I wanted. Shout out to my mom for, always taking me, always just being there. Like, down to go ride through it, just support me.
Yeah.
As her being her son, like her son, trying to grow and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
how have you seen affirmations and manifestation impact your life so far?
Well, it's always just cool, like you say, like knowledge is power, but like knowledge is power only whenever you put that like shit in action. I swear, you ask my siblings, I literally got so many journals and books of like just knowledge, like from like Bob Proctor, seminars, podcasts, all that stuff is only powerful if you get results from that shit.
Facts,
like you can know so much, but if you don't got no results, what can you have to show?
Yeah.
So I'm big on getting like results to show people.
Yeah, I do tell people manifestation and affirmations are cool to practice and everything, but you have to put the actions behind it, right? Like, you can't just sit on that energy. You have to work for that.
Yeah,
you have to work whatever you're wishing for, right? You can't you can't just pray for something to happen and it's gonna fall in your lap. No, it don't work like that. You know what I mean? Because if that was the case, we'd all have everything we wanted.
Facts, cause
right?
And that is only a feeling.
But the thing is, people feel satisfaction from just doing the affirmations.
Yeah, it's like, I swear to God, like they think they completed something.
Yeah,
like,
but that's just half the journey.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like it's literally half a journey. Like, I can come here and say, all right, I want this mansion. I'm gonna be having this mansion. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna do this, but like, it's no like set plans of like how you go do that. You don't got no foundation.
Exactly.
Like, I don't have no foundation for me to even like obtain. Like, how people be saying I want to get rich, but you can't even obtain like $1,000 and go make that.
Yeah.
Like, you'll go rather just spend it on something. No discipline. You got no discipline like financially.
It's crazy. Whenever you do pop off, they're gonna say you got lucky.
Facts.
But luck is a part of it, but it's not like the main thing.
Yeah,
the main thing is like the habits you put in on a daily basis, the unseen hours, the shit you're doing behind the scenes when nobody's watching. You got to still be willing to do the right shit behind the scenes. You still got to be
have integrity, man.
Disciplined. That's the word, discipline.
It's all about discipline, bro.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Mm-hmm. Discipline, consistency.
And it's hard to say, man. It's easy to say.
People have problems with social media as far as like comparing themselves to other people's lives. You can't do that because like sometimes that will mess you up mentally and drain you trying to compare yourself to other people's lives. Like, bro, that will make you depressed.
I ain't gonna lie.
Not do that.
Not gonna lie. Hey, the best time of my life is when I didn't have Instagram. I was off of Instagram for like 2 years. Like COVID, I swear to God, I deleted Instagram. And that's whenever it was like the best time because like, man, I used to do this. Everybody probably my age or 25, probably 30-year-olds still do this. Y'all wake up and y'all get right on y'all phone. I ain't gonna lie, that's the worst. Like, I swear to God, I used to watch a podcast and be like, man, like you wake up and you already like getting programmed.
Already.
That's what I'm saying. And it's bad. It's a bad habit, but like you probably think like I used to literally like get on my phone. I used to wake up at like 4 a.m, get on my phone to like for like an hour and then get out of my bed.
Yeah.
And that's whenever I changed it because I was like, all right, let me wake up and let me start, get up. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I used to do cold showers, but like I used to do cold showers.
Props to you, bro. I couldn't do that shit.
Man,
I tried.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't do it no more. It's hard, man. But like I was like, man, I used to do cold showers. I get up and like just read a book, do something. Now the habit is like I wake up and I just get on my journal. Like I write in my journal what I want to have. I write like the quote of the day, like all the things I want to do that day, and I have intentions, happenings. I write intentions, happenings, and something else.
Okay.
But
I ain't heard about that.
Yeah, I got that from it was this one dude I used to just do workout. I used to like you watch on YouTube and do workouts with. But yeah, that's really that's a really like it plays a key part, man. On God to do.
When I was at my peak in terms of consistency with everything, I had like set things I would do, and I would say like last year was a really good year for me.
Yeah.
Like in terms of habits and being on them. Have y'all read Atomic Habits?
Yeah, I got that book.
That shit is amazing because one of the main things I struggled with was like the cues around me. Like if my phone is right there, I'm gonna pick it up. Yeah. I'm gonna like scroll on it, right? Or if the TV is right there, I'm gonna watch and see what they're talking about. I had to get to the point where I eliminated all distractions. So if I'm trying to like do work, if I'm trying to edit a video, if I'm trying to work on schoolwork, do an essay, I have to make sure the cues and the triggers around me are like limited. Yeah. Like for example, like sometimes I would put my phone in a different room, or let's say I want to wake up and then read a book to start off my day instead of being on my phone. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll delete social media the night before, so I'm not on my phone when I should be sleeping. Plus, when I get up in the morning, I don't have Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter on my phone right there. Like, I already deleted it, right? And so it forced me to do other shit. It forced me to get up and read a book. Yeah. Get up and go eat. Like, damn, go eat first, bro. Like, before you get on your phone, at least eat.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that's how it be. I remember I delete Instagram throughout the day like so many times. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I can literally be on Instagram or social media and I'll be like, oh my God, they got me. Like, they just got me like just sitting here like programmed.
And I be knowing like, damn, they got me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I be like, damn, okay. And I just have to get up. I literally just got to get up and like literally just go. Like, I be like, damn, man. But yeah, you know, we all, man, that social media stuff, it's all gonna be there. Like, I remember I used to be on social media like just bad. Like, it was bad, man. But you know, the social media all go, but it's just about just limiting it. You can limit it because don't let it control you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a person that just finna sit on social media all day and just not do nothing. Like, I'm gonna get stuff done, but it's like it's just crazy how like somebody can literally just wake up and then shit, they just be on that junk all day.
Phone, bro. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, not even waking up and reflecting on your life or nothing. Just like straight to the phone.
They don't be thinking.
What is this people? What's this person doing? What they doing?
That's why you said about the comparing thing. Like, hey, that stuff true on God. Like,
yeah, Miller, I'm glad you brought that up because
that is true.
I still kind of struggle with that to this day, but it's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, it got a lot better. Yeah.
Okay, look, I ain't gonna lie. So it's a comparison to Steve Joy. And my comparing is only the people that I know I want to be.
Yeah, exactly.
On God, like it's only like the people I know I want to get at.
You got to use it as like motivation.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not finna compare myself to the dude that's showing like he got money and he got designer stuff. Like, it's about like the investors, people that's like, you know, talking about stocks, trading, real estate, like stuff that I want to know, like the wealth thing or NBA. Like, that's the only thing I'm comparing myself to. Like, that's the only thing I'm trying to learn. I'm taking this as an informational thing. I'm not trying to take it as, oh, this dude got more money than me or she trying to mess with the dude. No, I don't really care about none of that stuff. Though, so.
It just mess with you because you're not there yet, but it just take patience, bro. Just
facts.
Keep building. Yeah, just take patience. That's all.
In your life, who are some of the people that inspired you, bro? Because you said at one point your dad was locked up.
Yeah.
First of all, I'll ask a little bit about that. How did that affect you? During that process,
it ain't really affect me like till I was young. Shit, I still have my dad. You know, call my dad. It was really like a blessing in disguise. Whenever I didn't have my dad, it's not like I just I need this. I'm doing stuff that my dad used to do. Like, I'm actually like growing. I'm actually like doing shit like better than like what my dad ever like did from like my age. But it was more like, all right, I'm growing. I know I'm doing the right things. I'm not out here, you know, getting in trouble. I'm actually growing as a person, a young man. And I'm actually telling my dad this, going back and telling my dad. So he actually like, all right, yeah, as long as Junior good, I'm good. And that's when I get out now. I just
How long was that period?
Like my dad got locked up when I was like 7, so like 13 years.
Okay.
No, not 7. I'm tripping. He got in when I was like 4. Yeah, 4. He's been like in and out since I was 4. So that's whenever he got out and he got released. I was 17, April 1st, 2022. I think.
Okay, because I remember I started seeing him at the gym like a little after that.
Yeah, I think I think he got locked up when I was like 4, something like this. I don't know.
Who gave you inspiration, bro? Like within your circle, within your family, friends, and people that are a little higher up, like people that you don't even know, like celebrities.
Okay, I get you saying. So I like my granny, my mom, my granny Debbie, my uncle Marky.
Who are the inspirations outside of that?
You talking about like
people you looked up to?
Shit, Kobe. I ain't gonna lie, Kobe, MJ. I got a lot of people: Bob Proctor, Warren Buffett, Wall Street Trapper, 19 Keys, Earn Your Leisure, Mental. Let me see, Jim Quick.
How hard is it having people in that type of environment, bro, and trying to help them get out of it, and knowing that they have such a closed mind on life, bro? Because I know it can be hard.
It is, man. I ain't gonna lie to this. When I come around, like they really like open to like learn, cause like they know I used to be day to day with them.
Yeah,
I probably wasn't like official like the gang or something like that, but I was day to day with them. Yeah,
in that environment.
Yeah, it's hard because like they don't know a limited amount of thinking. But whenever I come around them, I swear like they be listening. They listen to the educator, like education thing. If your person only know a way of living, you can't just transform them. Like you can only tell them a lot, but like when you show them something and take them like, all right, you stop doing this.
Yeah.
Like that's what we are. So it's really going to take me showing, you can actually go somewhere, showing like, all right, it's more to life than this shit. Cause you already know what come with it.
You can take a horse to the water. You can't make them drink it, bro.
Make 'em drink it.
Facts.
But I would say really lead by example, bro.
That's how it be.
Yeah, that's what you have to do at the end of the day. Cause you can tell them all you want.
That's what I'm saying.
But if they see you do that shit, that's even more powerful than just saying it.
That's why I said. That's why I got a lot of impact on people. Cause like I remember they was always telling me like how like the brains I got. Like damn, when I show them that I can get, and I show them like what I'm actually talking about, I'm getting results from. Yeah. That's when they gonna be like, all right, exactly. Bet. Like that's why. Like, that's how it's gonna be.
How has basketball impacted your life, bro? During the whole process, you playing basketball this whole time, right?
Yeah.
So how has it influenced you up until now and going into college and whatnot?
I ain't gonna lie, basketball.
What does it mean to you?
Basketball is a teacher of life. Basketball definitely teaches life for me. Like I remember people say like ball is life. Basketball is on like 1/3 of your life, bro. You're not gonna be playing basketball that long. You're not. When you get out the basketball court, you have other things you got to go to. You got to go home. You have a regular life outside the court. So like I apply myself. What helped me increase myself on the court was I apply myself off the court with other things.
Yeah.
Like I was doing things that was gonna help me increase. Like before every game, if I didn't meditate that day, if I didn't read that day, if I didn't lock in before the game, every time I listen to rap music before a game, I have a bad game.
Really?
Yes, I literally like during the session. I swear, when I was living with my granny, I used to listen to nothing but old school and like R&B. Yeah, but basketball definitely teach your life for me. It show you that hard work really pay off. I'm telling you, I was not as talented as I am, like where I'm going to be. Like I just increased so rapidly with my skills and stuff like that. So it's really telling you about really just keeping your head down. The daily wins count. Like don't be trying to think NBA. Like, don't be trying to think NBA, like, if you, not even doing no work towards that. And I ain't even trying to say, but NBA is, hard as hell to get. Like, it's a lot of talented people out there. At the end of the day, man, it's about reaching your potential. Like, knowing you ain't even finna live with no regret of who you would have became, who this, who that. Like, bro, reach your potential and, really whatever you do. Like, that's what I'm going to do because, shit, I know if my two playing areas are the NBA and investor, I know both of them hoes go work. But I know the basketball shit going to be shorter than the investor shit. Yeah. I know I'm going to live longer. I know I'm going to live longer and I'll make more money outside of basketball.
Mm-hmm. Did you always have that type of mindset? Because a lot of people are indoctrinated with the mindset that, well, maybe that's not the right word, but a lot of people are kind of taught growing up.
They probably adopt the mindset.
Yeah, of like, okay, we're going to go to high school. After we graduate, we're going to go to college. After college, you're going to get a job and do this and do that, pay off your debt, get a nice house. Like, the American dream, right?
Yeah.
But it's not as glamorous as it seems.
No,
like
facts.
That, like describing it like that is like, damn.
Yeah.
Because we talked about this a little earlier. We're making another man's dream come true. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Now, there's nothing wrong with a job. There's nothing wrong with stable income. There's nothing wrong with a 9-to-5. But if you have a bigger goal in mind, why sell yourself short by just staying at a job or just treading water, taking everything day by day? Well, you have a lot more potential than that.
Yeah,
you have a lot more in you to go and do what you really, really want to do. Now, if you're really happy and content with what you do at your job, by all means, I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
But if you want something more, you got to go get more, and it's out there. There's really no excuse.
No excuse, no.
So I be looking at my family members. I be like, man. Like I know they want more, but they just don't got actions. Like they up in age where they look like, damn, I can't even probably do this stuff no more.
Yeah.
But that's why I want to be here to help. Like, man, I can show y'all that you don't got to make money by but you look at it, they've been taught that. Like it been shown to them, so that's the only thing they know. Like they never had stuff like information wise. They never had the information that like we had growing up and shit like that. And even though like the information is here now, like they at a point where like it's like you want to be real, it's like it's like complacency.
Yeah.
Cause you know it's more out there, but how we said, we just not doing it more. But it's kind of a hard pill to swallow with them, because a lot of people don't really be truthful for themselves. But that's why I want to be here to show people that the show. That's why resources are so important. And I want to be able to, granny or uncle, you can still get have a meaningful life and have go places where you want to be and where you always dreamed of. What
do you think? This is a question for both of y'all. What do you think y'all's purpose is in life? Miller, go first. What do you think your purpose is in life?
Well, from the time when I was a little kid, I always wanted to help people because I always seen my mom helping people.
Yeah.
And everybody, shout out to my mom. Everybody know her ODY.
She gonna see this.
She gonna see this, Mom. You gonna see this. Yeah, I always shout out to Miss Alice, man. I always see my mama helping kids in need. You know what I'm saying? And that just made me like kind of just want to help in any kind of way I could. So you know what I'm saying? I just want to help. Like if I can just give, I just give.
In any specific way?
Any specific way, bro. I give. I want to be able to get information and come back and give it to my family.
Yeah, because it's like, what is there to hide?
What is there to hide? Exactly.
What's there to keep?
Facts. Picking up back what Miller said, like I want to definitely give y'all, but like I ain't gonna lie, in life, you gotta pay yourself first. Like if you don't got it, you can't show nobody else. Yeah, you can't show nobody else how to get it if you don't got it. I'm gonna give you information, but if you don't do nothing with it, shit, you ain't finna be eating off me.
Yeah.
But my purpose in life, man, I ain't gonna lie, like since a little kid, people always been telling me like, man, you gonna be something, you gonna be that, like you gonna be this. I'm going to be to a point where I can impact a lot of people's life.
Yeah.
So my purpose probably is just going to impact, like just help people and impact people, connect people, network people with people. And it really gonna be helping people because I always been like a person that want to see people win. Like I want people to reach their potential. I don't want it to just be like I'm winning. Like my mom always tell me. I remember people would be saying like the money is the root of all evil. It's the person that with the money is the root of all evil. I hate when people say the money.
Say that shit again, bro. Hold on,
bro. So people would be like, money is the root of all evil. It's the person that has the money that's the evil. Cause I remember like, bro, but that's the poverty thing. Like, bro,
that's
my granny them used to always say. My granny and my mom used to be like, money's the root of all evil. A lot of people say money is the root of all evil. No, people only say that if they don't have access to money.
Yeah,
and it's coming from a low standpoint. Cause like why would you think money is like a tractor, bro? Why would you think like talk bad about the shit, but you want more of it and you need it? Like you need money. So it's kind of crazy. I just really want to be here to impact lives. That's really my purpose. Impact, educate.
I'll say for me, my purpose in life is along the lines of what y'all said, man. Impacting other people's lives, man. Yeah. Like simple as that. And I don't know what it was, but something inside of me told me like, damn, that's your purpose, Jimmy. Because like I told you in the beginning, it was a point in life where I was like so lost, bro, and so stuck. I'm like, damn, why am I here? I got told that, like, damn, this is your purpose. And I don't know why at that certain moment, but that's when I knew. I was like, okay, this is your purpose, is to help other people succeed by using your journey to kind of showcase that, right? And that's why we're here today, bro. It's because I want to be able to inspire and motivate and just help other people out while being on my journey as well, because I'm never going to be perfect. I'm never going to be at a certain point of invincibility or anything like that. Like I'm always going to go through shit. There's always going to be bad shit that happens here and there, right? And it's all humbling, but making the progress that I have made up until now at this point in my life, I would want to use that to help out other people, to inspire other people, to let them know that it's possible, to let them know that this is it's possible to get to where you want to get to in life, right? And another reason why I wanted to do this is because I didn't really have someone out there to do it for me, right? I was the oldest, so I didn't have like any older siblings to look up to. Yeah. Obviously, I have my parents, very supportive and everything, but it's just having someone who you have that connection with, that real connection with, right? Someone that you can relate to a little bit more. I didn't really have that.
Right.
I kind of had to find a lot of guys on YouTube, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's how it was.
But I had to make my own path at the end of the day because I was just like, I gotta do this shit.
That's
right?
what they got going. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what they got going. But they can relate to you, but they can they can only be connected to you so much. Yeah,
man, that's what they got. Like these, I'm listening. Like no racist. I'm listening to white people, man. We two different whole lives.
Yeah,
like, we don't got the same trauma. We ain't go through the same stuff. You know, you can learn something from everybody. Like I ain't finna ever knock nobody for like if I have more than you or have less than you. Like I can learn something from you from anything. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Look, so y'all look. My approach on losses and like, you know, mess ups in life is totally different now. Like I don't look at like a bad point in my life and I'll be like, damn man, like I'm just finna sit on my ass thinking a clear day finna come.
Yeah.
Like now I just do the same. Like I always stay like even keel with life. Like if I'm my goods or bad, I stay doing the same habits. I do the same routines. I do literally everything the same. The energy probably might be off or some stuff might happen, but I don't let that stuff affect it. Because it's like, you guys say even kill. You can't get too high or too low. Because, like, man, it's like life, bro. It's not going to always be, like, high or, like, bro, you got to stay even killed. So, I tell you, like, my approach is just losses and wins on, like, life is just different now. Because, like I already know I already know it's going to come.
Yeah.
So, why even get emotionally attached or why get emotionally affected by it?
Wrapping this thing up, a couple more questions. What drives y'all as people to continue to get better and everything? Because I could tell y'all are two very motivated individuals, young motivated individuals, and you don't see that a lot nowadays. You see a lot of complacency. You see a lot of just lack of focus. You see a lot of lack of discipline. What drives y'all on a daily basis, man?
I really want to say my mom, man. Just me myself, I drive myself. I just want to say my mom, not a strong woman that's, you know, been through my life and help raise me. So I just want to say my mom. So I just want to see her happy at the end of the day, and if she can be here to see me, to give back, that'd be a blessing, man.
Real. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that's the key thing. I ain't gonna lie. Whoever, like when I become that person that I like always set out to be, and I become living that lifestyle on God. Whenever I get to that point, I give back. I swear it's gonna be 10 times more than what they can imagine. Like, like my mom, my grannies, my dad, my uncles. How bad do you really want the shit? Like, that's how it really come down to it. How bad do you want it, and what are you willing to do? And everybody can say they willing to do everything, but whenever it's time to do everything, then they're not ready. So
hold on, I'm gonna have you say that one more time, bro. Say it.
All right. One more time. So everybody say they willing to do everything till it's time to do everything, and that's whenever they never do it. Like I learned that. Shout out to Tim Grover. I learned that from Tim Grover, man.
Any questions for me, y'all? Cause I asked y'all a shit ton of questions. But I'm here, man. I'm an open book, man. Ask me anything.
But what was that like wake up moment where you was like, damn, man, this shit the real world. Like I gotta go get this shit.
Man, it's crazy because I really started talking about this just a couple months ago, but this shit happened in 2020, or late 2019, early 2020. So pretty much all of 2019 or most of 2019, I was like in a depressed state, and that was a lot of stemming from like insecurities within myself, which fucked over a relationship that I had at that time. Fucked up everything with that, and I was just in my head a lot about, damn, like I mentioned, I was like, I didn't know who I was. I'm like, who am I? What's my purpose here? I graduated high school 2019, went to college, UTA, and obviously first semester in college is always going to be like the craziest because you don't know what the fuck to expect. You got all these classes, you see all these people. It's just a whole new environment than high school, a whole different world. Start working, and then you just feel those responsibilities as an adult pile up on you as well. And that coupled with the insecurities that I had in my life at the time, it put a hell of a lot of pressure on me, and that didn't make anything better at all. So I was just the type that was, I'll smile in front of you, but I'll go home and I'll be like down and depressed and sad, and no one would know because I would be like happy on the outside. But And that's a very hard image to uphold too. Like
Yes.
when you're really sad on the inside and then like
God.
you don't want no one to see, you don't want no one to know. The reason why I was even like that in the first place, because I was never taught to be like vulnerable and open up and express my feelings and how I felt. So I never really even knew how to express myself.
Yeah.
I always kept that shit in house. Like plus not feeling like good enough. That was another like trauma thing for me, was like not feeling good enough in life, not feeling good enough for a certain sport, not good enough to satisfy my parents, not good enough for this girl or whatever the case may be, right?
Yeah.
Always felt not good enough. And that was another thing on top of the not being vulnerable thing that just piled.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where, I'm going to tell y'all this. I used to like watch like sad videos so I could like cry
For real?
type shit. Yeah.
Damn.
Like it was like that bad. Cause it's like you get to the point where like you can't cry, but you want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like you can't cry, but like you need to.
Oh yeah. I used to.
And then you'll feel better afterwards. So like I would make myself cry. And then like it got to one day where I was doing that shit and I was just like, damn bro, like what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Let me stop this shit, because it's not gonna get me anywhere in life. Because I was like, damn bro, for me to get to where I want to get to, I can't like live like this, bro. I can't have this fucking mindset.
Yeah.
So I really had to sit down with myself and come to that moment, have that conversation with myself and be like, all right, what am I going to do? Am I going to continue to feel sorry for myself, or I'm going to make a change in my life? And I made a change. I was like, all right, no more of the bullshit. I made a contract myself. No more bullshit. You know, as 2020, returning the pace of 2020.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, no more bullshit. We're on our shit now. And that's when I started my YouTube, my self-improvement page and everything, and started inspiring other people through my life and shit. And that's one thing of therapy for me. But I remember Kobe died, and like that was my like favorite player of all time. Him and Russell Westbrook, my top two favorite players of all time. It's like he taught me so much off the court.
Yes.
He taught me how to fucking move, how to live, bro.
And like I told you, remember how I said like what made me better on the court was off the court. That's how Kobe was, bro. On God.
Yeah, you got to be in that right space, like
That's
mentally.
what I'm saying. Like he said, you can't be only good in one space. Like that's why a lot of NBA players fuck up.
Yeah.
Look, they be good on the court like John Morant, and then at the on the court, his shit fucked up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You can't have.
And
You
it
gotta
fucks
be
up your
good.
blessings.
So I'm saying, bro, mess up everything, bro. On God, you gotta be good. Kobe said you gotta be good in all aspects of your life.
Yeah. And so that really hurt me, bro. And it kind of forced me to take a step back. But at the end of the day, I was like, damn, like this is a sign for me to go even harder.
Yeah.
Because Kobe would want me to go harder. And then COVID happened, and that's what really helped me lock in on myself. Like I mentioned, if COVID never happened, I don't know where I'd be, bro. Because that allowed me to lock in on myself. That really allowed me to isolate myself and really just have my thoughts to myself. Because when you're out and about, other people's thoughts and opinions influence you and how you move, but no, you couldn't do that shit then. So it was just like you and your thoughts in your room, and that's it. And that really got me in a better place mentally. And ever since then, bro, just took off ever since, been getting better. But like if your followers are watching this right now, leave them with a message right now.
So y'all, all my followers is watching out, who watching me, who are supporting me, man. Hey, I'm real, like some real stuff. Even if like I'll say to the class of 2023, Tony Wide, man. Hey, y'all make sure y'all really like taking these years, man, to like really like getting on your like shit. Like don't take this shit for granted. Don't be going to them like it's cool to party, but don't be partying more than you need to be working and improving on yourself and creating the career you want. Cause that shit go catch up and bite you in your ass. You go look up the people that you was talking about saying this and that. I don't want to live like this. You gonna be living right like that because you ain't apply yourself. But to the people that's like you just follow and just support me, hey man, just really just stay focused, man. Just do what you keep the important things. Like don't ever get rid of the important things that you know you gotta do. Don't try to like second guess yourself. Don't be trying to talk to yourself and talk yourself out of things that you know you gotta do. Go get the shit done, and that's where you can have your fun later.
Prioritize things, you know what I'm saying? Be yourself. Don't be trying to fit in the stuff that you know you don't usually do. I like to say, focus on one thing. Don't try to focus on too many things. Focus on one thing and build off of that, and just try to go help somebody. That's all I want to say.
That's going to wrap up this episode, y'all. I don't know what happened to the audio on the last couple minutes of it, but we really didn't talk about too much on the last couple minutes. I was just doing my closing statement. If y'all made it this far, make sure to share this podcast to your story, man. Shout out to Morgan. Shout out to Miller for being on this podcast. It was great to have them on. For as young as they are, they have an impressive mindset, and I wish I had that mindset when I was 18, you know. But you know, everyone has their own journey. So shout out to them for being on the podcast. Y'all go share this to your story like I mentioned. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. And let me know what topics y'all want to see me touch on, man, whether I have guests on or not. Give me some topics that y'all want to hear me talk about that I haven't really touched on too much yet, or something you want to hear more about my opinion about. Just let me know, put in the comments down below, or DM me on Instagram, whatever the case may be, so I can talk about it, man. I'm for the people, man, so I like to really give y'all what y'all want. So show me some love, and this is going to wrap up this episode, but I'm going to end this thing how I always do it. Be different. Be a wonderful one. I'm out. Peace.